so much, Chris.
You're very welcome.
Oh, there they are.
Wonderful.
These are little things that clear energy. Angela actually knows more about them than anybody. But very powerful sound helps clear our chakras. It helps give them energy. It helps to align them. It brings power into our body, and it can clear out negative energies, which is very, very good. I loved what you did. That
Thank you
was
very much.
Very, very
Thank
good.
You.
Thank
Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I do. So.
Yes. Healers are interesting. We just want to perform and do what we do.
It feels good. It feels really good.
Because it does. It feels
really
very good. Now,
Good. I'm glad.
we're going to have Angela come up next. This is a throat chakra clearer. It's the key of what? G. Okay. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And this is G. So I'm going to have Angela come up, and she's actually a shaman, and does some marvelous work with drumming and rattles and all kinds of stuff. So we'll spend the next 15 minutes having her demonstrate those techniques. So Angela, you're up.
Thank you. Sorry to be late.
It's all right.
So, I was thinking we were going to have the massage table out so we could do some work on people. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and do a little bit of work on each one of you. But this leaf rattle came from the jungles of Peru, and the way the shamans do there, they just gather the natural elements and they dry it, and it's just this soothing sound. This is one of the sounds that basically the idea behind sound and the way it's used for healing is that in order for us to heal and release, it's all about release. So if we have been holding on to all kinds of trauma and abuse and issues that have happened to us, they're stored in our cellular structure, in our bones, in our tissues, in our auric field, in our chakra systems. So our body wants to release, but we don't feel safe normally. And so when we do feel safe, then we can really release. So if you think back, when was the time that you felt the most safe of any other time in your whole life? And pretty much for just about everybody, that time was when we were in utero. When we were held in our mother's body. And even if our mother didn't want us, even if she was trying to get rid of us, when she slept, that body was ours. So we felt totally safe during that time. So the idea behind sound in the shamanic view is that if you can take a person back to that safe time, which is when they were in utero, then their body will just naturally release. It just automatically happens, even though the sounds are used in a very specific way to heal certain aspects, which we can get into later. But just the fact that you go back and you're relaxed in a safe place, the body begins to release. So they've created all kinds of sounds that mimic the sounds of when we were in utero. So this is like the sound of the placenta quite often. When we're coughing, that's the sound of bells and drumming and the heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm gonna go around and just be doing some of these sounds on you. Now, in the as far as clearing the chakras are supposed. Scott, do you have a pendulum handy? The chakras spin clockwise. Oh, actually, I can use these ting saws for the pendulum.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good here. So if there are heavy energies or heavy density, just doing this sound, these together, it actually helps lift those heavy energies or spirits that have been stuck, for example. This sound creates a portal and helps them to go into these higher realms. So a lot of times some healers will want to cast darkness back into a dark place, but a really good way is to just cast them into a higher portal so that they can be released and healed. So I'm just going to walk around and start. Hey, actually, Scott, will you start with this?
Yes.
Just do this along people's chakras. Then, so the leaf rattle, when I was in Peru, there's this healer who's just phenomenal. His name is Don Maximo. And he would do these blessings just with the leaf rattle. He would just kind of cleanse our auric field, and the leaves will fall out here and there. And then he would just sort of tap on the crown chakra and open something up and give a blessing. So what I'm going to be doing is giving a blessing as I'm walking around as well. And I just want to share a little bit about what my experience was when he did this work on me. I sat there as he was doing this rattle blessing around me, and I started to feel, I started to notice something happening inside of my body. And what I felt is something really heavy and dense leaving from my stomach and going out and dissipating. And what was leaving was talking to me, and it was what was being told to me was that it was self-hatred that was leaving my body. And I thought, self-hatred, I mean, that's pretty intense, and why would I have self-hatred? I'm a healer, I heal other people, I've done lots and lots of spiritual work, why would I have self-hatred? And it kept talking to me, and I could hear, they said, you know, every time you look down at your stomach, because this is where I carry most of my weight here is in my stomach, it was showing me how I was holding self-hatred in my stomach, because that was the part of my body that I rejected or resisted or thought that, you know, as soon as my stomach is flat, then I'll be lovable. You know, as soon as there was still that thread in there, and I wasn't even aware that it was there. It was just there in very, very subtle ways. So I just wanted to share that with you, so that as I'm going around, you might just look inside of yourself and see what it is that you want to have released. Then I'll be coming back around with the rattles, and I'll do some specific chakra work to help pull out the heaviness there. So if you could just do some deep cleansing breaths, just close your eyes. Really stay with your breath, and I'd like you in your mind to just simply say the words, I am. I am. Just as you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, and just notice what comes up. And if it's anything negative that comes up, then as I come around, you're going to allow that to just be released into the sound, and it's going to go into a portal and be taken care of. Really stay with that breath. I am. Now your mantra is, I am releasing. into your womb space. Notice what's there in your womb space. Allow it to release all the trauma that's been stored in your womb space. I'd like you to increase your breathing a little bit stronger and a little bit faster. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Just to let your body language be very open. Your legs relax. Your hands relax. No part of you crossed, just open. I'd like you to visualize your root chakra spinning counterclockwise to release. Release everything from the feminine body. All that we hold about being feminine. You're in a very, very safe container. Follow the master angels, master chakras and healers, and guides. The archangels, seraphim realm, our highest self. Really stay with the breath. The sounds are going to start getting louder now. I want you to allow yourself to have a deep experience.